Coming up today on This Is True Really News,
Stuff and such.
the Flathead Beacon Police Blotter.
My favorite day of the week.
If you like the Flathead Beacon Police Blotter,
And I do.
please like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News.
Here's some things I can't do.
And if you if you find a story you think we'd like, that you'd like us to like and hear or like and say, so you could hear the liking of which you would be responsible for,
I finally understand Billy Preston's Will It Go Round in Circles.
send that to TITR@netradio.network. That almost confused me.
How would you know?
Not entirely sure.
This is True, Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true,
Really?
as far as you know.
Where was I now? Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Carol Dillon is trying to get to the bottom of a nighttime visitor that keeps banging on her back door, waking up her family. According to KFOR TV,
K4.
this past summer, Dillon's security cameras captured a flying object that could either be a bat or a very large moth. So it's
Last
either,
large moth I saw turned out to be a hummingbird.
so it's a very large moth or it's a very tiny little bat.
Right?
All of her attempts to block or scare the animal away, including plastic owls and a scarecrow, have failed.
Have them put up all the candidates for president right now.
I would
Scare
just-
the crap out of anybody.
I would just leave a golf cart running right there in the back door, and sooner or later.
Yep.
Where was I now? I thought, she said, somebody was hitting baseballs against the house. Then it started sounding like basketballs. He brought friends.
He got bigger.
Micah Holmes of the State Wildlife Department said his money is on a moth.
How big is a moth that sounds like a basketball hitting your backside? I mean,
That makes anyway. Why is Micah doing? He said this is a good year for moths because it's been pretty wet. It's the time of year that they're out trying to mate.
oh, so it's a wet trying to mate with a house?
The wet horny moth. So it's like all reason is gone from this little moth
They
line.
have exactly. Yeah. Oh, my.
I'm thinking it could be a bat and a mouse and a moth. And it's just a chase that's going on. Meanwhile,
Come back here.
Carol, who this is still her house, has decided to take the ultimate step. She's burning the building down. No. We have a guy coming Friday morning to give us estimate on closing off the porch.
Maybe she should stop wearing the moth costume.
Sweetheart, I got to tell you, the golf cart thing is much cheaper and more fun.
Yeah, steal the golf cart. It'll be
Just
free.
make sure that your back porch is like made out of metal and not burn up. Well, no, because it could melt.
Yeah,
just
good.
make
Those
sure
things
you're-
are hot.
Oh, dang. Another good idea. Shot to hell.
Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up. The Flathead Beacon Police Blotter, 8:14 a.m. While trying to set up an elderly friend's life alert button, someone accidentally called 911. I'll bet that happens a lot.
You think?
9:56 a.m. A mall shoplifter left her phone behind at the scene. Ma'am, you forgot something.
I'll say.
2:38 p.m. A pit bull was hanging around a little too close to some construction equipment.
Because we all know that pit bull thieving ring is a big deal.
We used
They
to
just
always go hit the
Hop up there, start driving away. You mess with them, they come down, bite you.
When I was a kid, we'd jump on the construction equipment in the weekends, and if you hit the starter and had it in gear, you could get it to lurch forward a little bit, and that was really exciting.
I found out because my wife works for a city engineer, right?
Yeah.
We found out that there was actually, I don't remember when, a crew that would go around swiping construction stuff.
Oh,
So what they would always say, Robin and her crew would always tell them, okay, here's the folks that have doorbell cameras. So you might want to park your vehicles there. And they did. And a big old honking thing still drove off. And as far as they could follow with cameras and things, so they had to know what they're doing because these are not easy to drive.
right.
If you can get it started. They got it started, drove
Right.
off, took a right, took a left, and were behind a building when they lost contact with it.
Well, they either had the key, had they gotten it out of the construction office, or they hotwired it. We never did
Yep.
that. We just pushed the starter button.
Because you wanted to see if you could get it to jump.
Yeah.
These people, I think, were part of a multi-million-dollar business.
Oh, see, we weren't involved with. We were.
It's a nice
involved with
business, but
monkey
the retirement plan is a little steep.
2:58 p.m. Someone's dog had been barking for about a year nonstop, but wasn't currently barking. 3:26 p.m. A man who said he was exercising on a school playground stated he didn't realize it was private property. After speaking to officers, he got in his big white van and drove away.
Offering each a piece of candy as he left.
8:19 p.m. A would-be thief jumped into a backyard, grabbed a mountain bike, made awkward eye contact with the homeowner through the back door, and ran away.
Put it on. Put it
And
on.
finally,
Put it on. Dum, 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 dum. Yes.
10:55 p.m. A man was taking a bath in a casino bathroom and threatened to use his axe against anyone who made him leave.
I am. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hit you so hard with this axe, you're going to wish I ain't hit you so hard with this axe.
There's a whole lot of things so wrong with that. How do you take a bath in a casino bathroom?
I'm sure it involves
I haven't even got to
paper
the axe
towels,
yet.
paper towels under the door and a lot of faucets running.
The long lines at Wimbledon, which has never been confused with taking a bath in a Vegas bathroom,
Casino. Yeah.
are legendary. But
Yes, they
and this,
are.
I love this name. 28-year-old. It's either Jess Bess or Jessie Bessie. Because if it's Jessie Bess or Jess Bessie, that would just not be as much fun.
Exactly.
We're going to go with Jess is from South London. She and her flatmates came up with a plan to make the wait for those Wimbledon thingies ultra comfy. According to the Mirror, the friends brought their living room sofa with them and set it up in the line. That would be cute to you, Brits. Enjoying Pims and strawberries.
Ooh, I like Pims.
Bess said the queue is part of the tournament, so you have to sort of expect you're in for the long haul.
Yep.
So we arranged for our other friends to pick it up when we got near the front, and it's back safe and sound in the lounge now.
Pims and ginger ale or Pims and 7-Up are pretty good.
These guys thought this through
Yeah, they did.
for a tennis tournament.
Meh.
You know, some of the crooks we've had on the flat, they should talk to these people first.
Right? Hey, that's our idea, giving them lessons.
See?
That's how we're going to make money.
Oh, by the way, Snug, the company that made the sofa,
Yeah. Yes.
found out, got in touch,
Here you
paid for all the girls' tickets.
go.
Bingo.
Nice job.
You know what's scary is there are other people that have done stuff like that and they go, and they get their ticket paid for?
Yeah, what the heck? The inaptly named Angela Montgomery
Uh-oh.
lives on Winston Court, a quiet cul-de-sac in North Yorkshire, whose puddings I adore. But the 50-year-old, by the way, we had Yorkshire pudding not long ago over Christmas because I asked Ann to make it.
Not pudding.
We did the sweet kind.
Not pudding. It's cake.
Well, pancake. It's just good. Anyway, the 50-year-old has repeatedly caused trouble on the street,
Is
leading
it?
to her being hauled in front of a judge. What?
Huh? I said, is it?
Hmm?
Well, I had what did we have at Famous Dave's all those the dessert they had? They had some sort of pudding that wasn't pudding,
Was it-
looked like cake,
was-
had raisins in it.
Was it a popover with raisins?
No, it was some pudding.
I don't know.
Was it bread pudding?
Yes, it's probably bread pudding. Yep.
Fine.
Yep, probably bread.
That was tasty.
Yeah. But
So
I
what,
like
with
Yorkshire
do
puddings.
you use Yorks for?
Use eggs. A lot of freaking eggs.
Did it have to be from Yorkshire?
No, you can get the eggs from anywhere. You just call
Why
it
is it Yorkshire pudding?
because it was originated in Yorkshire.
So they don't use lots of eggs in any other pudding.
No, I have it on good authority they do.
So then,
The Yorkshire guys are just ripping everybody off.
crude.
The 50-year-old was subject of a restraining
Hang on.
order. What?
Well played. Go ahead.
The 50-year-old was subject of a restraining order after she crawled into her neighbor's home through a broken glass door panel that she opened with a brick to steal a cat. And they named her Angela. She has since breached her restraining order 6 times and was forced to serve a 3-month prison sentence for breaching a previous suspended sentence.
For a cat, she's doing this.
Not just a cat. Montgomery has been told she could be sent back to jail unless she moves. I don't think it's going to help it. You ready? One resident who lives nearby has since made a series of allegations about her behavior, describing her as a really angry person. She is just so angry with life and gets angry when she can't get people to do things for her, like go shopping or run about after her. The woman claimed Montgomery has shouted expletives at fellow neighbors as they walk by, such as
Well,
slut,
I do that.
slut, and psycho.
Actually, if you don't want your neighbors to bug you, just run the vacuum cleaner over the driveway 3 or 4 times in a month, and they'll.
This woman is not angry. She's mentally ill. You know,
Oh no, she could be angry.
sure, because she's a narcissist. She wants everybody to do.
Are those the ones that give me my
everything for her.
drugs at the drugstore?
No, those are plagiarists.
I thought those are the guys that like got famous people on the news for money.
Those are psychiatrists.
Oh. All right, fine.
Just wait till I get to the physiologists.
Nope, not going there. Emma,
Mhm.
you're done now, right?
Mhm.
I mean, really done? 31-year-old Emma Tatuski of, why does that sound like a name from Monsters, Inc.?
Ooh, I'm watching you, Tatuski.
31-year-old Emma Tatuski of, is it Stoughton? Could be Stoughton.
Is it Michigan?
No, it's in Massachusetts.
I was going to say it's Stoughton in Michigan.
Oh, well, let's go with Stoughton in Massachusetts just to tick them off.
Okay.
She went missing last June, the 26th, according to WBZ TV. Her family frantic to find her, as families are wont to be.
Mm-hmm.
On July 3rd, a group of hikers at Borderland State Park in Eastland called police after hearing a woman screaming for help in a swamp-like area.
Help, I'm in a swamp-like area.
Emma was found in thick brush and swamp about 50 feet off the trail.
You'll
where she
find
had
me
been-
in thick brush and swamp.
where
I'm
she'd
just
been
trying to
stuck
help
for-
add realism to
You're
the
not.
story.
She'd
Oh.
been, because she didn't wear the hat, because she'd been stuck there for 3 freaking days.
Oh, my Lord. That
Let's
poor
see, she
lady.
went on the 26th. So July 1st, welcome to the new month. We did. Easton police officer Court McLaughlin said we did initially try to pick her up, but the weight of her on top of our body weight just sunk everyone further into the gunk.
Yep.
It took me 20 seconds to get my feet out of the mud.
Yep.
Tatuski family said she suffered from severe dehydration, but was otherwise in good shape. Do you know why
Good.
there are trails when you go off hiking?
Because of that.
Yeah, because if you go off the trails hiking,
You could end up in quicksand, quite literally.
remember when that used to be the biggie in every jungle movie?
Oh, I loved that.
Had to be one quicksand scene every Tarzan movie.
And they all got dragged out on a vine or something.
Always a vine.
And they always looked like oatmeal when they came out.
It did, didn't it? Ew.
It really did.
Actually, it kind of reminded me of lumpy cream of wheat.
Or vomit.
Yeah, it reminded me of that too.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.